Good morning. This is Chris Wise, and welcome to my Wise Insight of the day. Today, I'm going to be summing up a lot of different topics, or a lot of different concepts that kind of all relate. And the core of it is surrender, if you've ever heard about surrendering and letting go. And on the other side is being in action and purposeful and making it happen. Another side of the way of saying this is let go and let God, versus if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And whether you've been in the whole personal development world or in the action or learning from motivational people, there's the whole side of being in action and taking action. And then more on the spirituality side, there's surrendering and letting go. And so it can be very confusing because there's two different messages. And if you just sit in one of the sides, if you just sit in an action, then there's a whole piece of not being surrendered, not letting go. And then on the other side, if you're just being fully surrendered and being fully open, then you're missing the whole piece of being in action. And so today we're going to really dive in and talk about these two different sides, and also how does Newtonian and quantum physics tie into this whole conversation. But before we dive into that, I want to talk about yesterday. So yesterday I was talking about being fully engaged with life. And I had a great comment from a longtime friend of mine, Aaron Webb, who I've known since I was 10. And Aaron's comment was this. He pointed out that this was a feeling universe. And I just love that comment because yes, this is a feeling universe. And it's also a thinking universe. And this is actually now that I'm thinking about this, it's very similar to the two sides of kind of what we're talking about today. Action being more in the mental world, surrender or letting go being more in the feeling world. And so this is what we're going to get into right now. So thank you, Aaron, for that transition. So I'm going to kind of give you some really high-level concepts that kind of will tie in this whole picture. So let's start off with the fundamental. So there's human and spirit. So human is the seen. It's like what we can see. It's the tangible. It's like I'm a human being. Where I'm in this world, I can see things. In order to create things, I have to do. And then there's the spirit side, the unseen. Then we have Newtonian physics. And the essence of, I kind of just would sum up the essence of Newtonian physics as cause and effect. If you want something to happen, then you need to do a certain thing, and there's a certain order of actions that need to occur to actually create something. And then there's quantum physics. And I would sum up quantum physics as being that all possibilities exist, and that everything is happening now simultaneously. Now, for those of you that have studied science, both exist. There's Newtonian, right? There's gravity. There's, I drop something off the side of this building, it's going to drop. I hit something, it's going to move. There's the laws of Newtonian physics. And then there's the quantum world, which we're seeing getting explored in a wide variety of different ways. And so the next concept that I want to give you in this line of thinking is in order to create something, we know that you have to take action to create. But then there's this other whole side of surrender and letting go and being open and being receptive. So there's being in action, and then there's being surrendered. And then there's this other concept, which I mentioned earlier, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And then this other whole side of just surrendering, letting go, let go, and let God. And then here's another kind of, again, these are the two sides of all these different equations. There's being the masculine energy, which is purposeful and action-oriented. And then there's the feminine energy, which is being surrendered, open, and receptive. And so it can be it's taken me years to come to these insights that I'm sharing with you here in these few minutes. And so the answer is it's not one or the other. The answer is it's both. It's being fully surrendered into life and into love. And it's being fully in action and fully engaged with life. And it's having integrated these energies and these ideas. So there's mental concepts, that need to be understood, and there's energetic or emotional components of that need to be integrated into your physical body. And as you understand these on the mental level, and as you understand these on the emotional level, on the energetic level, then you can begin to be fully surrendered and fully in action. And so with that, I want to leave you with this. How can you be more in action today? How can you be more engaged with life today? And how can you be more surrendered? How can you let go even more? And this is the exploration. And as you do that exploration, you will find that you will bring those energies more fully together into your life, and you will actually create a much more powerful life in a much more fulfilling way. So with that, I hope this is Chris Wise for your Wise Inside of the Day Live. I hope you create an amazing day.